Good afternoon, Knicks fans. It's your boy. And you are now listening to another episode of OU and Knicks podcast. With really just a quick little short for you guys. We now have breaking news that Kelly Oubre and the New York Knicks have mutual interest on seeking a deal this coming offseason. And I do have to give you guys my point of view on how this right there could be a very big mistake for the New York Knicks. Now, this was reported by no other than Mark Berman himself for the New York Post, and it seeks that point guard isn't the only crying need for the Knicks as they contemplate August free agency period. They want Kelly Oubre as their small forward, but I have to say this, family. I don't think that that's a good idea. I don't think that's something that the Knicks should really do because of the simple matter of the fact is Kelly Oubre is not an offensive player. Sure, he can defend. Sure, he can run up and down the court with the best of them on the defensive end, but Kelly Oubre is not a scorer. Kelly Oubre only averaged, his percentage was like 28% from three this past season. Not to mention that we've already seen coming in from when he was with the Washington Wizards, Kelly Oubre could not stay on the court. He cannot stay healthy. So signing him to any type of deal in the offseason will be a critical mistake for the New York Knicks. I don't think that this is something that should be worked out. I don't personally even really believe a lot that Mark Berman says, but he just might have the right information at this point in time. Because if you remember, beginning of the season, the Knicks were interested in Kelly Oubre. At the trade deadline, before the Knicks started their second half to the season, you heard Kelly Oubre's name being brought up in the Knicks conversation along with a few others. I don't think that this is something that Mark Berman just came out of the woodwork with. I believe this has been floating around the front office for the past 6 months, and I think that it's a mistake in the making. Kelly Oubre is not a healthy player. He can't stay on the court. He's constantly hurt and injured. Not only that, his offensive, you see that sometimes he just try to take the offensive side too much upon himself and he makes bonehead decisions. We already have a player on our team who makes bonehead decisions. I hate to say it, Julius Randle. He makes bonehead decisions on the offensive end sometimes, and we don't need another player who's going to do that. I understand that Tom Thibodeau is a defensive-minded coach, but Kelly Oubre does not move the needle when you're talking about a potential free agent coming to sign with the Knicks. Yes, I understand that he does play defense, but we need a small forward that's not only going to get it done on the defensive end, but we also need a small forward that's going to get it done on the offensive end. We need a small forward that's going to be able to shoot the rock, which Kelly Oubre cannot do. He sometimes drives to the paint, but the majority of the times when he's driving to the paint, that ends up with an injury. So I don't think that this will be the right way to go if I was the New York Knicks, but we'll see in the future. We'll see when free agency starts in August, so we'll know right then and there. But I do in my heart think that this will be a big mistake for the New York Knicks if they sign Kelly Oubre this offseason. Well, anyway, man, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit that notification button. Link in with your boy on Twitter. I'll be on there all the time. So get with me. And as always, lead by example.